Hello everyone, this is Sandeep and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's class, I will let you know the 4 easy tricks to speak communicative English. Okay, so without any further delay, let's begin the intro. Right now, this is the lockdown phase. Okay, and we all are staying inside the home. So my point is very simple. We have to use this time in a productive way, in a productive manner. So now come to the communicative English. It is a kind of nightmare. No one like to speak English. No, they may be like, but they're unable to speak English. What is the main issue? Afraidness and many other reasons. Okay. So in this class, we will discuss the common barriers of communicative English and what stops you making good communication skills. Okay. So out of the 4 part, number 1 is listening. Number 1. Remember, number 1 listening. Number 2 is the sources of English knowledge. Number 3 is the environment. Number 4, think in English. Okay. Now let's proceed. Number 1 is listening. I will take you to the childhood era. Okay. So we all are Indians. We are not English people. So speaking English is not that much easy as compared to our regional language. So when I say that, I took you to the childhood era when you were a child. You were a kid, myself, you, anyone. When you were a kid, you have seen the parents talking with the regional languages. Your mama, papa, uncle, auntie, everyone speak in their language. You may be Gujarati people or maybe Maharashtrian, maybe Odisha, maybe Bhojpuri. So wherever you are, you speak that language. So how? Basically, a child learn to listen first. After listening, he observe, then he speak. That is the way of communication process. That does not mean you can speak in a single day. You observe that a child listen first. He listens for some time, then he gradually absorbs it, then he started speaking. So likewise, we are the listeners of Odia, Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi. We never ever able to listen English in our childhood era. So right now, if someone said go and start speaking English, it is not that much easy. So first thing comes listening. So why I'm giving you emphasis is that listening is a process by which you will absorb many knowledge. So you have to make yourself a active listener. You will listen. By listening, you will start finding the process of communication. You will see the person who is talking with you, how he speaks, where he pause, what is the accent of the language, how the command over the voice. That's why listening is the first ever part. If you want to speak English, at first you have to be a active listener. You have to listen, then only you could speak correct English. Right now, it is the second part. Okay, in first I said listening skills. You have to be an active listener. And right now, the source of knowledge. Okay, this is the most important part. So focus here. What? The source of knowledge. That means from where did you receive the English knowledge, then only you speak. Fine. So there are 4 categories of receiving English knowledge. I have shortlisted that. Number 1 called the book. Number 2, the sports commentary. Number 3, the movie. Number 4, the Android phone. Okay. So when I say the book is our best friend, Book is our best friend. We always say, I mention particularly, I say book is the only friend which won't betray, which never cheat. So book is the primary sources of knowledge. If you go through reading books, you could get many ideas, the words, the pronunciation, the phonetics, the opposite, the antonym, the synonym. So reading books. So which book you read? Okay. You not only read the textbook, you are a plus 2 student. That does not mean you only read the plus 2 books. You have to read beyond that. You have to cross the level. You have to find out so many books. Now the digitalization come. Okay, so when I say that book is the primary source of primary source of knowledge, that does not mean you only go to the offline books. There have been plenty of thousands of online books. You go to the Android apps, you can read the books there and you got the basic knowledge. So here books are the best sources of knowledge and you could easily get some idea about the communication skills from the books. Okay, so reading what kinds of book? Maybe many story book, English novels, the journals, the magazine. Okay, if you had you have to make a habit to read the newspaper, because it can also give you the resource of knowledge plus many news. So here you have to devote yourself at least 1 hour every day to read the books. If you go to the textbook, go for it, not a big deal. Apart, we have to read the other books, the story books, the novels, the magazine. By doing this, you could make a habit for learning the point. So number one is the listening part, number two is the book part. When you start reading books, you may feel bored, okay, because reading books is not like watching movie, so you may feel bored, but a part of that you have to make a habit for that. At first, just read for 15 to 10 minutes, then 20 minutes, then 30 minutes. I think by doing this, gradually you could learn many new words, new vocabulary, and which will be helpful for you to learning the English. So this is the second. After the MOOCs, right now it is the entertainment time. Okay, I like, movie. Everyone likes movie. Difficult to find a person who don't like movie. So here, watching movie can improve your communication skills. How? Why I'm telling you like this? You have a bad habit. Watching movie is not a bad habit. Let me tell you, watching movie is not a bad habit at all. But watching Hollywood movie in a dubbing language is a bad habit. That means you like to watch movie, you see Avengers, Infinity War, many movies of Hollywood movies, but in dubbing language. You like to see them by hearing the Hindi or Odia or any other regional language. That is not good. When you are watching the movie, you have to watch the movie in the primary language. By doing this, what will happen? It will won't make you bored. It won't make you bored. Okay, when you see a movie in their primary language, you will start listening the dialogue delivery, what the hero is telling, and it won't make difficult for you because something is going in front of you in the screen. That means when the hero is delivering the dialogue, that means he's doing the activity same time, so it will helpful for you to understand, and you can use the same dialogue delivery, by which it can make a fluence level. You can started speaking English fluently if you watch the movie in the primary language. Or suppose you have a issue, you said, look, it is difficult for me to watch the movie in primary language. Fine, still there is another way. What is that? The subtitle. When you see the movie, you found the subtitle is written below, so you have to read the subtitle while watching the movie. This will make a better link in process. While you read the subtitle, that will activate in the subconscious brain, and you started understanding the use of certain words. Speaking English is nothing, a use of certain words. So when you read the subtitle, the words will gradually import it to your subconscious brain, which will help you know how to speak the correct English. So while watching movie, you have two options. Number one, have to saw the movie by their primary language, not focus the dubbing language. Number one. Still, if you have issue, then don't go for that, go for the subtitle. Okay, you watch the movie and below that there have been the subtitle. While watching movie, if you saw the subtitle, if you read the subtitle, which will be a kind of some idea that could make you speak correct English. So remember, right now it's the lockdown phase, and when you are watching any movie, especially any Hollywood movie or any Hollywood channel also, then you have to focus on the primary language or the subtitle, which will make you understand. Now it is the sports time. So first is book, then movie, then sports commentary. Why I'm telling you, why I shortlisted that? Because of the likability. Everyone likes sports, especially cricket and WWE. Especially in India, people are mad. They are the lunatics of cricket and WWE. So how this cricket and WWE helps us learning English, a part of giving entertainment. We are watching them for entertainment. Yes, correct. But with addition to that, we have never knew these entertainment channels basically improve your communicative English. So when we are watching cricket, focus on the commentary level, because cricket is a ball by ball game. In every ball, the commentary changes. Okay, so if you closely focus and the commentary channel, what they are telling, what they are making commentary while the batsman is playing or the bowler is bowling. By doing this gradually, you will understand the process of communication, where to use which word. Okay, the commentary use the perfect word in perfect manner, in a perfect sense, at a perfect time. If you do this, you could gradually understand the process, that where to use which word, that means in which situation you use which word, which will be beneficial for you. That is the sports commentary. Next come WWE. This is the second famous sports in India, a part of the cricket. WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. So while watching WWE in the primary language, you could see the commentary also. That means they are also explaining every move, every activity of the WWE player, what they were performing. The all things has been explaining in a better way by the commentary level. So does not matter, you are watching cricket, you are watching WWE, a part of that maybe tennis, maybe football, what sports you like. Why I'm telling you, maybe I like cricket, you don't like that, maybe you are a sports of hockey, you like tennis. So does not matter which game you like. The thing is that go and watch that movie, maybe go to YouTube and saw the old matches. Suppose you are a tennis lover, you like to watch tennis, so go for that. You are a golf lover, you are a basketball lover, so that does not mean sports is sport. So we go watch them and understand the basic commentary, and after understanding that, use that commentary in your language. Okay, so this is all about the sports commentary. Number one is the books, number two I did mention the movie, number third is the sports commentary. Okay, so three has been done, and right now we will focus to the fourth part, which is likewise. Now the fourth one, after book and after movie and after commentary sports, is the Android phone. Right now we all have the Android. Okay, so this is the lockdown phase, we have our phone in our hand. So how we use our phone? Okay, you have tons of data. Okay, Geo, you are all using Geo and 4G connection. So four things we do, two three four five things. Number one, that there have been some software, some programs you could download from Play Store and start learning them. Okay, this program gonna simply help you learning English. There is no big deal, you have not to pay any payment for that. Okay, it's a very simple programs and you could follow them, and that could make your language better. Okay, so Android is helping in that way. Not only programs, the YouTube channels, if you open YouTube channel, if you saw, there have been many communications, many points that are telling the YouTubers. Okay, if you follow them, you could learn English by watching the Android phone. A part of that, when it's a practicing time, you have to found a trustworthy person with whom you can start making communication. So first thing is that you could learn that, look, I got this English idea, I watched the movie, I watched the sports. Right now I have some idea and I have to practice. Practice makes a man perfect. So how you do that? You have to make a trustworthy person by whom you have a trust, and you make communication with that person through the Android. If communication is two type. The face-to-face communication, when someone is sitting in front of you and if you make communicate with that person, that is called face-to-face communication. But right now, if the person is not available, if you find a person who is trustworthy, with whom you can trust, and if that person is not in front of you and he is somewhere else, you can call him and you can make conversation. Whatever conversation you make, you have to make in English. Okay, not in Odia, not in Gujarati, not in Bengali, or not in any regional language. You have to make that communication possible only in English, by which two benefits: first, your benefit, and second, the person's benefit, because that learning is a double-sided benefit process. Okay, if you do this, number one, you improve your vocabulary, you improve the words, because few words you have no idea, you can get it from your friend, and few words your friend has no idea, he can get from you. Okay, so this is the best gift of Android phone, we have the phone and we have to use the Android phones in such a manner, in such a productive manner, so that we could learn the process of English. Now this is the third category. Okay, so the first I told you listening, second is the sources of knowledge, the books, the movie, the sports, and the Android phone. Then comes the third category. This is all about the environment. So what is environment? Environment plays an important role speaking English. You have to make your environment that good so that it will make you motivate towards practicing. Okay, you may say, sir, we are in the small town area, so if you start speaking English, people will laugh on you. That doesn't matter. Who is criticizing you, that does not matter. That is not important for you. You have to do your duty. So here environment plays a big role. Why I am telling this? I have seen some people, they started speaking English for 1 day, for 2 day, for 3 day. In 4th day they said quit. Forget that. Won't happen with us. I can't learn English. It is a completely difficult task. So forget that. I just quit it. Wrong. Never ever do that. Make proper environment. What does that mean? Environment means motivation. You have to make yourself available to such environment so that you could probably motivate it. Okay, you could see some motivational channel. Okay, I won't recommend anyone because I don't believe in recommending any person. Okay, you have to think which is suitable for you. There have been ample numbers of motivational channel on YouTube. Go anyone which you like and you start motivating, because motivation is a process. When you become motivated, then only you get a knowledge to go forward. Okay, so never ever quit yourself. Once you started, you have to make a habit for that, make a practice. After 6 or 7 days you may found that there is the lack of improvement, but no need to stop there. If you stop there, you can't go forward. Give like the example, there is a temple which is at the peak of the mountain, and there have been 1000 steps. You have to ride each and every step to reach the mountain. Okay, if you started climbing 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, after 100 step you cover, there are 900 more step, and at that time you said no, quit, I can't go, I will back down. You never ever reach the mountain. Similarly, make yourself motivated. Never ever demoralize. People will say that look, don't go this. There is a concept called crab mentality. They will start pulling your leg. Don't believe them. Don't trust them. Believe your ability. The only thing which could make you stronger, that is your self-confidence. You have to make yourself look, I can speak English. I never ever quit. I am not a quitter. I will work hard. By creating this kind of environment, you will definitely succeed. Now, this is the last section of our class, the last part. Okay, so I did mention the last part is the think in English, which is little bit tricky. You need to understand that. What is think in English? When someone is telling you few sentence in English, you have to translate it in Hindi in your mind, because from childhood we have been understanding that when I say Ram is going to school, you have to find the meaning. What does that mean? You think in Odia or you think in Hindi. Don't do this, because in the subconscious mind, if you do this, if you always make translation, the English speaking makes us clumsy. So whatever you see, whatever you think, if someone is telling you in English, think in English. Don't think in Hindi. Don't think in the regional languages. Okay, so this is a process to think in English, and this particular part which is called as think in English, I would make a particular class regarding that. What is the think in English? So whatever someone told you in English, you have to think in English, not in Hindi. But as we had make a habit since childhood, when we say the horse is grazing, that you have to automatically translate the meaning what the horse is grazing in your regional language, in our subconscious mind. That's why we have trouble speaking English. So whenever you have started speaking English, you hear someone is telling you in English, does not make it in a Hindi. Try to understand it in English so that it could be easy for you. So this is the four way I did mention, the four process. Number one is the listening, number two is the books, number third is the proper environment, and number four is the understand in English. Okay, so if you follow this, you can speak English. Not that much big deal. That is a kind of phobia, and I have seen people's are backing the legs. They are crab minded people, crab mentality. They are like the crabs. When someone is tried to achieve something, they will pull the legs. Never ever back down of that. Okay, have to trust on your self confidence, your inner motive, and your patience level. Rome is not built in one day. Remember this. Rome is not built in one day. It has taken some 100 years to make a Rome. Similarly, communicative English, speaking English, not possible in one day or in 2 days. It has to take more ample amount of time. Okay, thanks. Hope you like it. Kindly share and subscribe it. Bye.